Hey there everybody, Chris from Orlando here, and today it's Black Friday, a day in which we normally storm the local Walmart like Gaston in order to get the best deals. But with, the state of the world what it is, it's probably a good idea to do your shopping online this year. If you remember back to earlier this year when I was doing trivia live streams, which everyone has seen, right? You'll remember one of the most popular parts of the games was the price is way too much, in which I find some ludicrously priced items on eBay and reveal their price in shock and bewilderment. Well, we're doing that again today because I've been cooking this turkey since last Tuesday and don't have time to think of anything more clever. So, it's the top 10 most ludicrously priced Disney Parks items on eBay before tax and shipping. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for new videos every week. I got some great stuff planned for December, and you don't want to miss any of it. Number 10. Have you ever wanted to walk a mile in a Disney character's shoes? Or maybe just their feet? That sounded more Hannibal Lecter-y than intended, but, Well, now you can! With Tiggers Feet from the Tigger costume. Now you too can bouncy, trouncy, ouncy, pouncy, fun for the low price of $649. Yeah, we're starting slow here. Number 9. And now we move on to a work of art. This beautiful journey into imagination Figment Serigraph LE. It's painted with a vast array of colors and even featuring our old friend the Dreamfinder in the background. Because seriously, let's bring him back already, come on. Your Figment Art Collection that I know you have already started can now be completed for $899.95. Number 8. Picture, if you will, a bold and foolish former cast member who somehow managed to sneak one of the most expensive costumes away at the end of their Disney tenure. Now imagine the, we'll say bravery of that former cast member who had the costume signed by Disney Imagineer Mark Silver and Kevin Rafferty? I think the scariest thing about this episode of The Twilight Zone is cursive, and the price tag of $1,300. Number 7. Now, those of you who've watched the trivia live streams, again, that's everyone, right? You might recognize this next one. Despite my personal feelings towards it, Peter Pan's Flight is one of the most popular rides in Magic Kingdom. Of course, what is Peter Pan without Tinkerbell? Grounded. Because he can't fly without pixie dust, so literally grounded. Anyway, the item is an incomplete Tinkerbell prop apparently designed for use on the sign, but I always just call it Naked Tink. So if you're weird like that, you can have it for $1,900. Number 6. Splash Mountain. Despite the right call to update you for the modern day, there are still many sad to see you go. Now imagine your loved one is one of those people. They just love the antics of Brer Rabbit. So much so you decide to get them something that will remind them of Splash Mountain forever. Something unique, something out of the box. You get them Splash Mountain's original 15-page blueprints, which I'm looking at these and they're not even blue, so be wary of the $7,999 price tag. Number 5. Another trivia livestream veteran now, I have to say, I love my Hitchhiking Ghost Tiki Mug. It was difficult to get at the time, sure, but I got to hang out with the beautiful Polynesian and got a tasty beverage out of it as well. Overall, worth the 40-ish bucks I paid at the time for it. It soon became apparent, however, that a lot of people were trying to use this wonderful mug for their own personal gain, and man, someone found a way to increase the price 250 times over. But hey, if that's your cup of Krakatoa Punch, you could buy this mug for $10,000. This was one of the most expensive things on the live stream, and we're only halfway through this list. Number 4. Fun fact, if you take a look at a cast member's name tag, you might see a bronze pin. The pin gives you a hint of how long they've worked for the company. Steamboat Willie has been there for at least a year, Pluto is 5 years, etc, etc. However, when you get to the stupidly long tenured cast members, I think the first time you get one of these is like 20 to 25 years or something like that, you get a freaking bronze statue. Here we have a beautiful statue that appears to not actually belong to anyone since the name plaque wasn't installed. But according to the listing, this is what they give to Imagineers on an anniversary. So if you want the statue, you can either apply for Disney, somehow bluff your way into becoming an Imagineer and hold down that job for a couple decades, or just shell out $11,749. Number 3. So out of everything on this list, this one smells like the most BS, which is saying something. But here we have 2 4-day park hopper passes from the year 2000, claiming that they have no blockout dates and no expiration dates, which I don't know if that was promotion they were running back at the turn of the millennium, but if you rather try your luck with 20-year-old passes rather than buying 32 of the equivalent passes today, you can shell out $15,000 for them, and I wish you luck if you do. Number 2. So this next one is admittedly cheating a bit because it's not directly tied to the parks, but it's too good not to have on here. So let's be real here. Are you really a multi-million-dollar franchise if you don't have your star's face slapped onto a cereal box? Well, that's what they did for Pirates of the Caribbean in 2006. Keep that date in mind. The cereal is apparently naturally sweetened chocolate pearl-shaped cereal, also known as round, with pirate-shaped marshmallows. At least it would be in 2006. In 2020, it would probably resemble more of an eldritch abomination. If you open the box and shrink down to a small size, you'd probably find a society of creatures who now worship you as a god because you brought light to their world. So if anyone asks what the price of godhood is, you can answer 1 shrink ray and $18,694. Number 1. When I first started making this list, I was wondering what ride would have the most expensive item. I was expecting a fan favorite like the Jungle Cruise or Mr. Toad's Wild Ride to take the top spot. But here we are at the finish line, pun intended, because the most expensive thing on the list belongs to Autopia of all things. Ladies and gentlemen, behold this Autopia metal sign, bask in its glory, available for the low price of $31,495. But hey, at least you get free economy shipping. And that's my list. What ludicrously expensive Disney merch have you encountered? Leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and share this video if you enjoyed it. And subscribe to Christopher Orlando for more awesome theme park videos. I'm Christopher Orlando, and I think I'll wait until Cyber Sunday to see if any of these go on sale. Take care, y'all. One love. Don't hurt nobody.